Going on, everyone? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer Podcast.
Ooh,
We are live.
yeah.
Even though it says SB Fancy Football Podcast, we
Yeah.
are Strikeout Beer.
I knew something was wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Is
But
this
no-
all?
but
It's
no
all
one-
wrong.
but
But
no
you know
one
what? There we
cares.
go, and we're back.
No one cares.
As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD. What up?
Oh, nothing, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, life's life.
Life's life. Oh, no. You sound like you're just giving up already.
You hear about these stories about these people that just kind of pass away in their sleep.
You
They
just hope every day that's you.
Well, it's like, so what do you have to do that?
What do I?
If I've already kind of given up and I'm just tired, then what's the next step? What are we doing there?
What do we do next?
So, anyways.
Oh man.
Now, NFL schedule's released, so we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about how bad the MLB sucks and the NBA is rigged. That's about it. And we got the Ranger game going on behind us. We're actually, as you can see, we're in the sunroom. If you've been following any of the TikTok or a YouTube channel or whatever for me, this is where I do all the stupid crap that I print out and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's what we got going on.
This is where stupid stuff happens.
Yeah. I wish more stupid stuff would happen, more shenanigans, but we got like 8 people living in the house, so I don't have time to just run around and helicopter it everywhere. Plus, Lizzie didn't like that as much as I thought she would.
Speaking of helicopters,
she's not interesting.
She's
not interested in me.
Yeah.
She's interested.
She's plenty interesting.
Yeah.
Just not in you.
She's not.
Which I mean, let's just be honest. We can't blame her, right?
Oh, not at all. Not one.
I had a moment the other day. Was yesterday.
Right.
Was out at field day for the kiddo, and
Isaiah had field day too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there outside, and you hear a helicopter, and I look up, and it's a military helicopter.
Oh, cool.
The big long one that's got the two.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it go by, and I'm just like, seeing a lot of scary movies where like people are outside, and you see the military helicopter go by, and just so it's like after a minute or two, I just kind of pull up my phone real quick and just kind of look online just to make sure the world's not falling apart.
Go to
right?
X real quick, see what's up.
And,
oh yeah,
DFW scanner. Jump on there real quick, and it seemed like everything was okay. Nothing was out of control. So I was like, okay, we're good. Let's go back to tug of war.
I mean, you're not wrong. So, I'm having tonight. I'm gonna have. I just did a review or a live stream on this beer. It took me three times to do it, but we're gonna do it. We did it, or we got it done. Excuse me. Collective Good German style Kolsch from
Old School's in the house.
Hey, Old School, how we doing? Downshift Brewing Company out of Ruidoso, New Mexico. I love this brewery. A lot of really cool place.
Had
a lot of
the
fun.
Places you went to when
you
went out? Okay.
Yep. This floral hop character is balanced by a clean and fruity yeast character, slightly malt sweetness. This beer is finished with a crisp and clean with a touch of fruit character on the finish. And this one, it's got a little bit more on there, but yeah, it's really cool. Really good stuff.
All right. I went through and just grabbed like all of the NA beers in my fridge. Like let's just clear the NAs.
Yeah,
right?
Hell yeah.
I got to make some room. So right now I'm having a Bureau Kingston Golden Pills.
Nice.
Which we had, I think back in January, like right after it came out, we had this. This is the Tom Holland.
We reviewed that beer and the pack actually.
The pack.
So you can go check that out on our YouTube or Facebook page, whatever you want. If you want to see our live reactions, or you can, if you're watching this, keep an eye on Alan and see if he likes it or not.
I like it.
There you go. That's all it took. But yeah, dude, I mean, this thing, you can actually, if I go to a different beer, you can take one of these things home with you if you want one. Have I not given you one?
I don't know.
No?
No.
All right, so you got one in your cooler already. So keep that, enjoy it. If you want to do maybe a TikTok on it or something.
Okay, I'll do a TikTok.
Just a TikTok.
It'll be just on TikTok.
There you go. Yeah.
Just on that beer. I'm gonna have to get the login information because like I actually like.
How I started
drinking again.
You know how I know you don't have the login? Because there's no stitches of you and Angela White. That's how I know you don't have the login. Every time she starts talking about a plumber or whatever, all of a sudden you get your plumber
show up with the wrench. So,
just ready to start plumbing some bitches. Bryson, how you doing?
Some pipes cleared. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's up, Bryson?
So,
man, where do you want to start? Like,
I don't really care.
I got to check on you.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Who died now?
This one's.
No one died.
Oh, yes.
No.
Today.
No, I was busy today for the most part.
13 hours ago.
Well, that's okay.
So that was this morning.
Early in the morning, 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 a.m.
Morris the alligator passed away.
What?
You may know him from such films as Happy Gilmore and Dr. Dolittle 2.
That's the damn gator that took Chubbs' hand? Good riddance.
He was
you
the oldest alligator at the Colorado Gator Farm, where he spent the last 19 years of his life. He's believed to be somewhere between 80 and 100 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
good riddance.
Well, I mean, he didn't really take his. I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but Happy Gilmore is
I saw
not a documentary.
I saw it in a documentary, and you know what? I thought he was dead because Happy Gilmore ripped his head off.
Yeah,
and that's how he actually killed Chubbs.
Yeah,
dude. Gators are, let's just be honest, scary as shit. They've made it through them and sharks.
They're freaking
right?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, them and sharks are prehistoric
and turtles.
Crazy, turtles as well. Yeah, it's
and
like
some of those turtles, like those big ass tortoises.
Yeah. That live like 100 and something years.
Yeah.
They're not called box turtles. What are they called? They're called something. They just kind of hang out. And I remember one of the streamers I used to follow. Is it Philly Perk or is it Merc that had them like if you played a sound or whatever, and those two turtles humping. Like, oh my.
Melton's in the house. My least favorite podcast. What's going on, fellas? From Laredo, Texas.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, buddy. Out there on the road again. Yeah, man.
Bryson wants to know what our favorite song is.
He likes to ask questions, and I think I answered. Did I answer this yesterday, Bryson?
Well, he said both. So
both. Okay. Well, go ahead. You give yours, and because I think I went on like, how do you think my answer went yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I
mean, you probably talked about a bunch of stuff you hate. Like
when I went I went all around the place. I can't be trusted.
That's the thing with you. Like you ask you any question, and we're just gonna find out a bunch of stuff you hate. Like
I gave an answer. All right. So what's well, I think I might know this. Well, hold on. Is it a real song or is it a bullshit song by that Russian band that you like?
Oh, I love Little Big.
Is it from Little Big or LFMAO?
First of all,
which one is it
hold
from?
On,
I can guess the damn song.
Hold on a second.
Because it's either Party Rock or it's Skibbity.
First of all, don't sit here and act all high and mighty like you don't like Little Big, okay?
I like them.
Okay, so don't even.
I like them. They're not close to my favorite.
Don't call them a bullshit band.
They are a bullshit band.
Because you celebrate their entire catalog.
Was it tacos?
Burrito. No, I mean, while their music videos are my favorite, like if you're talking music videos, those are it's any Little Big music video, right?
Okay, so okay.
I absolutely love those.
All right.
As well as, I mean, you can kick it old school with all that too, right? But I think I'd be leaning more towards them.
I mean, we listen to a lot of different music. Like we go full spectrum. I mean, we were jamming out the PM Dawn a couple weeks ago. You know, then with a little ABC and whatnot. Boys to Men used to be one of my favorite bands. So right now, like if gun to your head, what's your favorite band? Favorite song. Yeah, favorite song.
Like, gosh, I don't know. Like, I don't know that I necessarily like have like a favorite song, right? Like it's more so like I like stuff from like particular like bands, right? Like I love the Foo Fighters.
You took over the Touch Tunes. What's the first song you're playing?
Jungle Love.
Okay,
I mean
he asked me yesterday. I go, it's either Jungle Love
Love,
and I couldn't think of the song that I always play. And I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, what the hell's the name of that stupid song? And it was A Thing Called Love.
I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of your heart.
By The Darkness.
The Darkness. But also like Separate Ways Journey is just I absolutely love that song. It's a banger. Let's put it on. Let's rock out. But like also like I have like a joke answer for like favorite song or like my default.
Okay.
For like anytime anyone asks me like if we're out somewhere and I've been drinking, like, hey, what song should I play? That's the same song. Or if I'm like messing around with my kid. Like my kid will be listening to her headphones and she'll leave her phone down. So I'll pick up her phone and I'll always put it on the same song.
What song?
Every time. It's Who Let the Dogs Out.
Oh my God.
It's just, it's so great though. Like it's just, I can listen to that song. Like while yes, it is what it is. Right. But as far as like, if anyone ever asks you something, you're just like, yeah, well, it's Who Let the Dogs Out.
I actually gave an honest answer. I was like, Randy Rogers, Kiss Me in the Dark is one of my all-time favorites. And then Blink-182, Damn It, was also one of my all-time favorites. And I think that's pretty close to like what's my favorite song. I mean, that's pretty much, yeah. I mean, I have other songs that I really like or whatever, but yeah, I think those two are like right up there. They have to be, because Damn It got me really hooked to Blink-182. But there's a song from what's that band? Like Newfound Glory that I love. It was a hit or miss. I think that's the name of the record. I don't know if that's the name of the actual song. And that shit, it slaps. It
No,
just
dude,
goes.
just all Newfound, like My Friends Over You, and
Yeah, when I went to the concert and
Bruised and Broken,
whatever.
God bless.
But I do have there's a different alternative to it. So I've been listening, but I went back to, remember I was going to start that radio. I wanted to start a radio station.
You were going to start
oldies.
Country.
Yeah.
It was old.
Solid gold, baby.
Yeah,
80s and 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
And so I've been listening to George Strait a lot lately. And so it's starting to hit all these old songs I used to just freaking love, like from Brooks and Dunn, George Strait, Keith Whitley. I mean, that
sounds fake.
I go deep down.
I know Keith Sweat.
Yeah. And I would tell you something else. Keith Sweat, I had it on something. And it was, there's two songs from Keith Sweat that I absolutely love from the late 90s, from early 2000s. Twisted. Was it Twisted? Twisted one of them? Oh my God. Baby. Oh shit. We and Lizzie went to this place. It was down the street, and we were having pizza and some beers or whatever. And they had it on like the 90s and 2000s or whatever. So they had that, like Casey and Joe. Was it what the hell's the name? Is it Casey JoJo or whatever?
Like Country Roads?
Country Road. Oh, that came on my headphones the other day from John Denver.
Yeah.
So I was like, West Virginia. I don't get him out.
Sunshine on his ass, John Denver.
I started singing that shit loud as hell walking down the street. But yeah, so what we listened to, like, it's funny. So Alan and I, we listened to, we didn't meet until about 15 years ago, right? And then we still kind of learned stuff about each other. And when we started the podcast, we learned even more. Because when you're sitting there drinking and you start playing music and then you realize the guys just played the song that you used to listen to when you were a kid, like Shy or freaking. And of course, let's not forget Eagle Eye Cherry.
I mean, Save Tonight.
That's like,
I mean, we have to finish it anytime we're together and we're out back listening to music video. We got YouTube going, listen to music videos. The last thing we always listen to is Save Tonight. Just the way you shut the evening down. I don't know why. It's not closing time, which would probably make a little bit more sense. No, it's Save Tonight. But like, I'll even like go back to like my elementary school days and listening to, first like rap, hip hop type stuff and like Crisscross, Warm It Up, Chris, Jump.
What ABC, up, Jay?
ABC, and Another Bad Creation, Playground, Aisha.
Yeah.
We get a little Belle Biv DeVoe, a little Tony.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
New edition, Candy Girl. You Are My World.
Candy Rain.
Candy Rain.
Yeah. Do you ever dabble with a little 112? Or is it what? Yeah, 112.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear that. I can hear the
little. You can't forget when Bobby Brown went solo. A little My Prerogative. A little Every Little Step I Take.
Oh, buddy.
I could talk about this crap all day long. Foul ball. That was
who always hits it deep?
Ball.
Who hits it deep every time there's like something going on? Like there's like
Nick Castellanos.
And there's a long flying ball from Nick Castellanos. The thong song is a classic, sir.
Let me see that.
Yeah, it's like when you think about how far you go back, and you think, and dude.
But I just celebrate like everything.
Yeah.
From my entire childhood, I will continue to listen to that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I indoctrinate my child with it as well.
Yeah.
Like, we get in the car and it's not, she'll get to play, a Taylor Swift song here and there. But before we get to that Taylor Swift song, we're going to listen to Foo Fighters. We're going to listen to Blink 182. We're going to, there's some select Green Day songs. We'll get out there, a little basket case going on.
I always bitch about Green Day. I like the early stuff, and they just got too.
Dookie was amazing.
Yeah, I was like,
Dookie was amazing. Armistice Stanks is another great one.
Offspring was always good.
Yeah, Offspring. And my kid can I can play songs.
Every time I look down, I see the song.
She can tell you who, like, if I play a Blink song.
Yeah.
She can tell you it's Blink. Now, every once in a while, I'll throw a box
car racer.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Angels and Airwaves.
Angels and Airwaves. Yeah. I'll throw one. I'm like, no, sorry, gotcha.
You gotta check these kids every so often.
Yeah. But she can definitely pick out like Newfound Glory and things like that. But yeah, Bryson asked, "What's your favorite football team?"
You want to go first?
Well, yeah, I'm a Detroit Lions and a Michigan Wolverines.
Cincinnati Bengals and University of Kentucky. Anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're down here in Dallas, though. We're in Dallas, Fort Worth. Alan's on the Fort Worth side of things. I'm on the Dallas side of things. We do pull for the Stars. We do pull for the Rangers, but he is a Tigers fan.
I'm a Detroit everything fan.
Yeah.
I grew up in Detroit. So
I still watch the Reds. I still watch the Braves when they come on. as far as baseball goes. But yeah, I've decided to make the turn and just dedicate my time for the Rangers. But yeah, Stars all the way. Metallica. Oh, Melton says Metallica. So he's sitting there running down the road.
I don't know what brought it on. I was listening to something. I think I was listening to like Yahoo Sports Radio or something like that later in the evening. And they started talking about Metallica. And I was like, I want to listen to some Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
And so pulled up my Amazon Music and just was playing Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Can I interest you in a new baseball team to root for?
Okay. No, I'm already overstocked.
Okay.
Between the Red Sox, the Reds, the Braves, the Rangers. The Rangers are eating up all my time right now.
Okay.
Like they're just sucking the life right out of me.
So Frisco in 2 weeks is going to be getting a new baseball team.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Is Bartolo Colon coming to town?
No, he's
coming to town. He'll be here this weekend.
Frisco is getting the Texas Tailgaters in 2 weeks.
Oh, single A team?
No, they are going to be a banana ball team.
Oh, God.
So to go along with the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals, the Texas Tailgaters.
So dumb.
Why don't you like fun?
Oh, I like to have fun, but it's so dumb.
What do you mean?
Oh my God, it's gonna be incredibly dumb.
Why do you
traffic
say that?
And all that shit out there? It's gonna be annoying.
How much time do you spend in Frisco?
I used to live out that way.
Okay, but you don't.
Well, I still head out there every so often. God, man, that's just that sucks.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It's so dumb. Why didn't McKinney do it? McKinney should have just done it.
Well, okay. Well, Frisco did it. Okay. Frisco's a booming area.
They're still booming.
Still booming.
My ass. They've already peaked. It's over.
I don't know. They just got the Texas Tailgaters. Banana Ball's coming to town.
Nobody wants that shit. I was telling my dad. I think I was telling my dad about that. What did you say? Texas Tailgaters?
Yeah,
there it is, right there. Fucking stupid. Where are they going to play? I guess it's going to be at Rough Rider Stadium. That's not a big enough stadium. That's not a big enough place. It didn't say. Do you see anywhere where they're going to play?
Yeah, I just saw the Facebook post that they're coming in 2 weeks.
But. Yeah, I was telling my dad about it or whatever, and he was like, "What?" And of course, he could only imagine what his response was. And I go, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." The guy on stilts.
That guy's. He's got bit. They got bit. Like I enjoy bits.
If he's not pitching, he's playing first. He goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, he's got a pretty good stretch." He looked at me like I had damn lobsters crawling out of my ears.
But I mean, it's fun. It is fun. I do enjoy watching it.
Oh, it's fun for a little bit. It's like watching Hey Dude or whatever. What's the name of that stupid
Dude Perfect?
Yeah, it's like watching
Dude Perfect.
And you're done after I've been done. I haven't watched one video from them in like the last 15 years.
I mean, I don't know. They had a bit.
They're even they're on Victory Plus. If anybody fires that thing up and I find out about it, they're off the plan. I'm changing the password. Yeah. We're not supporting that
shit.
But
no, they have fun. They have bits. I love the bit of like a foul ball. If like a fan catches the foul ball, it's an out.
Yeah, they got stupid shit that's actually cool.
They've got some fun bits. They do things like that. Like you've got, some of the guys, like one of the guys I'll watch a lot of his stuff on like TikTok or like Facebook Reels, Coach Rack. He's one of the players on the team. And he does baseball content and stuff. And like there was a game he was playing the other day and he did a backflip and then caught a pop fly out in the outfield.
Yes.
As he's doing the backflip. I like that. Let's have some fun while we're playing baseball. Let's do some bits. Let's catch the ball with our hat, Let's do like was it
all the stupid
League of Their Own? You do the splits and you catch the pop fly, the foul ball, right?
I mean, only if they're Gina Davis. Well, you know what I mean. If you can get a redhead, why haven't they incorporated the? They got to bring a couple chicks in there.
No, they have.
Yeah, but no, they need some other whatever. I'm done. I'm not going any further. I'm getting canceled. I'm thinking of a strip club that wants to play softball on the weekend.
I think I'm going to end up getting canceled before you. Out in public. Like when I'm out in public,
you can't act right.
But it's not even like.
Yo, it is. You don't know how to interact with people.
I do.
You're in the public all the time.
I do know how to interact with people.
You choose not to.
Here's the thing. I don't get kicked out of places like you do.
I've only been kicked out of like a handful of places that I know.
It's a handful more than I have. Okay.
I've only been thrown out of like a couple. I've been asked to leave a couple places, but yeah, I don't remember.
That's the same thing.
I don't know, man.
Being thrown out and being asked to leave is the same damn thing. Okay. It's like, I didn't eat those hot dogs. They fell down my throat. No, you fucking ate them.
Dude, I was going to, all right. So we're going to get back to your story real quick. But the fact you brought up hot dogs, I was hoping we were going to get going by the time the Ranger game started tonight. And I wanted to do the, is it called the perfect game?
The 9 dogs, 9 beers, 9 innings.
So maybe next week, if there's a game at 7,
okay,
we can try to pull that shit off. But since you were here, I was like, oh, we'll split it. We'll do 4.5. I'll do 4.
So we're going to half-ass it.
Well, that was just if you're here because
are we going to Lady and Tramp the hot dogs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But we had to do different because you're here. But if you're at your house, then we'd full go. Yeah. Shit. Maybe we should do that next week.
I mean, I'm in.
All right. Let me see what time the Rangers play.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
All right, go ahead and tell me.
No, so like we've talked about it before. I like when I'm out in public, I'm at a store, I'll just chime in on people's conversations. I'll throw my opinion in there. Someone's on their phone, I'll throw something in there. Or people are walking and talking, and sometimes there'll be serious conversations. I'm breaking the tension, right? I'm just going to chime in, right?
Yeah.
I like to have fun.
Fire off some.
I like to have fun, but I say it loud enough so that they hear me.
Yeah.
Like I want them to hear me.
Yeah.
And
because that's what makes it fun,
right?
Yeah.
And then you look at them, they're like, "What?" And then you walk away, right? But and then sometimes I'll mutter something as I'm walking away. I was like, "What you asked?" Like, it's sometimes people are like, "Oh, what?"
You said it loud enough. I figured you were getting a group.
I'm sorry.
Response.
I thought you were just polling.
Yeah.
Polling
the store.
And so the other day I text you, I had this interaction. I'm walking in the store and
we're going to
so how many alcohol beverages you have per week?
We're going to talk about this in a minute. Go ahead.
And there's always people out there in front trying to money for whatever charities, right?
Yeah.
And this particular day I'm walking
Save the wiener dogs and
things like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm walking in this particular day and they're like, "Hey, would you like to donate money to help end bullying?"
Bullying.
Okay. Bullying. And I stopped. Typically, sometimes I don't stop.
Full stop.
I stopped and I go, you know what? No, kids are too soft these days. I think we need more bullying.
It's like your 4th reference to softness tonight. What is the hell is going on with you?
People are just too soft these days. Okay. Let's just be honest.
All right.
Let's be honest.
All right.
And I said, and I look at her and it's probably like she's still got a gleam in her eye. She's like in her early 20s.
Oh God,
like that.
Young
mid-20s,
gal,
right?
Huh? Okay.
Hope for life, gleam in her eye.
Yeah,
I can make a difference in this world.
Ooh.
All of that.
Yeah.
And I just stopped and I go, "Nah, I don't think we have enough bullying. Kids are too soft these days." And she looked at me, she goes, "Oh," and I go, "I'm just saying," and I walk off. When I went to leave the store, I'm walking out of the store, and she's just programmed. Everyone who walks in and walks out, she said, and she goes, "Would you like to?" And then she just stopped and then like turned around and looked away.
You say, "Can I help you with something?"
I was just like, "Yeah."
Oh my God. So you text me or whatever. And I was like, and we were talking about bullying being back. I was like, because you get these dipshits walking around thinking they're dogs and cats and shit. It's like, yeah, no, we got to bring a little bit back. Just a little bit. Not all, like, not the whole thing, but just a little bit of a, "Hey, idiot,
like,
you look like a moron."
I was bullied when I was a kid, right? Hey, I found a way to deal with it.
Yeah, if you're hardcore bullying, that's
fine,
a problem.
Right?
But yeah, if you get a little light bullying, then you like eventually there's a fight, a little physical confrontation, or you do something, whatever. But yeah, like some young. All right, so Henson, we're gonna get to your question right now. How many alcoholic beverages do you have per week? I thought about this. I swear to God, the other day, because I sent my kid to the doctor because I was like, "Hey man, go get checked out. You get yourself a full body physical. You're at that age. You got to find a doctor. You just moved here. Find a doctor. Don't be like me. I go to the doctor once whenever something breaks."
Right.
And so okay, whatever. So in my head, it starts churning where I'm at the doctor's office now. I'm answering questions. I go, "Be honest with the doctor too. Don't lie to him."
Yeah.
And so the first thing I thought of was like Detroiters or whatever.
Detroiters. He's talking to Sam. He's like, "How many?" He's like 12. He's like, "You have just 12 beers a week?" He goes, "You're counting beers too?"
And I thought to myself, I was like, 20. At the very, and he was like 20 beer. And so in my head, I'm like 20. And it was like 20. I go, well, unless I go out on the weekend, it could be 40. I was like, I can kill a case of claws in a couple days.
Are we doing a remote show on a Wednesday?
Yeah. And so I thought, and of course it flashed back. You count beers too? Because if you don't count beers, I have 0.
Oh, you're counting beers.
Oh god, yeah. Alan, he does like them young. That's just one
That's why
of his
I like
things.
you, Jay.
Yeah. Rudolph never would have saved Christmas if he didn't have to overcome a little. I'm telling you, like even when they did little holiday specials, TV specials, or whatever, there was always some little bit of bullying to get you to overcome the bullshit.
Right.
You know,
the land of the misfit toys doesn't happen if there's not bullying.
Yeah.
Right.
Lizzie asked me something. It was like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago or some shit. I don't never pay attention. She always says something about me not listening. But anyways, it was like, it was something about my patience. And she's like, you're not really a patient guy. I go, hell are you talking about? I go, I'm patient most of the time. And I was like, and I looked over to her, I go, you think God, if you're asking for patience or whatever, you think God just gives you patience or he just tests the shit out of you to get, whatever.
He's going to keep poking the bear.
I go, I'll shut her up for 45 minutes. I didn't hear a peep out of her. It was the most peaceful ride home and put up the shit when I got home that I ever had in my life. I was like, yeah, there you go. Oh, you're counting beers? Yeah, absolutely. I don't count beers. I don't count claws. I don't count beers. So to me, I have 0 drinks every day, every week, every month, except for last week. That was an anomaly. And when Lizzie picked up those bottles, she goes, oh, shit. It's like, I saw her hold them up. I go, okay. And that's the thing. I drink whiskey. Like I don't know how to not drink it like beer.
Right.
And I don't know how to, I'll try to dilute it.
I don't know how to not drink beer like I'm drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just,
I
just have one speed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're either in or you're out. I'm not half-assing shit. Okay. We're going all in.
All right. So is the NFL rigged or NBA rigged or not?
The NBA draft lottery, yeah, 100%.
Like who? If you're against that, you don't believe that. I think you've lost your freaking mind.
You're dumb
because I think history has shown it.
So in 2011,
which beer is yours? What have you been drinking out of?
This one.
I could have swore I had that one to begin with.
No, I've had this one the whole time.
All right.
Chris Paul got traded to the Lakers, and then New Orleans got the number 1 pick in 2012. In 2019, Anthony Davis was traded to the Lakers, and then New Orleans got the number 1 pick. Ooh. And then the Mavs just traded Luka to the Lakers, and the Mavs get the number 1 pick. And they had like a 1.8% chance of getting that pick. Come on, man.
Nailed it.
Like what? Whoa.
I'm trying to see if I can get some
what do we do? That's excessive.
We need some more light on us.
I think we're okay.
You think we're good?
I think we're good. Do you think medieval times tournaments are rigged?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I went there one time. We had a fun day at Cap One.
Okay.
And they took us out. We used to have the cool thing about working there was every quarter you had a fun day. And so we rented jet skis at Sneaky Pete's one time. Another time we went to freaking what the hell did you just say? Medieval times. Out there hanging out and shit. I was like, it's a pretty cool place. It was a pretty cool place to work. Not bad. Oh, we got a Bruce Bochy when the Blue Jays come to town. Boy, is that Toyota Tundra?
Yeah. It's got technology and stuff.
Yeah. Chevys.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
I need some more bobbleheads. So you don't think it's rigged?
No, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
Like someone was saying,
I mean, it goes all the way back to the Patrick Ewing draft.
Yeah. When was it cold envelope?
Yeah.
Frozen envelope.
Yeah. They put it in the
morons.
Right. I mean,
I just wanted to get out of the way because here's my other thing. So they get the number 1 pick. You think Nico's going to trade that number 1 pick away to get Luka back?
There would be a riot again.
Just start rioting.
Just
come on, man. I just want to riot.
Man. I mean, I embrace the chaos.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. I love chaos. It's fun.
Yeah.
I
live far enough away from the city where they wouldn't burn my shit down. They burn the city down. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, if you burn my house down, whatever, I got insurance, right?
I got to get me and like 15 other people out of this fucking place. So and all my shit's here too.
Look, I'm just
give me a goddamn
I'm just my house burning away from just going off the grid completely.
Oh yeah, I'm not coming back. Like I'm done. Yeah, I'm out of here. Like we've had discussions about this. I've had discussions about this with other people that are key components. I don't know what I'm drinking. What they got anything in that fridge? What's in that fridge that I haven't we're not going to review later? You see any doubles or anything? No.
Wait, here we go.
What do you got over there?
There's a Bach beer. We've already reviewed it.
I'll take it. Take
it.
We're kind of clearing the fridge out, making room for some new stuff.
I'm drinking a Bach, not a Bach.
Oh,
look at that.
There you go.
That's just serendipitous. Is what that is.
So yeah, we did 2 beers from Keyworth Brewing today. 2 reviews. Put them out. They're gonna post in the next couple days. We did a brewery visit review as well. And so we're kind of clearing out the fridge. We got to get rid of some old stuff. We got to get through this. So I've been doing some little quick videos. I did them last Monday and Tuesday, right? Where I just had a beer.
Right.
I was like going live for 20 minutes. I'm just going to talk about this beer and then whatever I want to talk about and then call it a day. They've been lasting, I say about 15 minutes, but they've been going about 30. So, but I've got beers in that fridge that have been there for a while. And I think they're too cool. The can art.
Oh.
And they've been there for a while. So you start kind of like, well, I don't want to, let's do an actual beer review on this. And, so it just kind of, it gums up the works. So, but anyways, finishing off the Collective Good Kolsch from Downshift Brewing, Ruidoso, New Mexico. Man, I love that trip. I loved it. All right.
Can we talk about the story of the week?
Yeah.
That I sent to you? We didn't talk about that. We were going to talk about this on the show, but I texted you this story from BBC. British news company.
Yeah,
just want to make sure we clarify
Jesus
here.
Christ.
Now I don't know if the story's real or not. It may or may not be. I want it to be real. I think it's hilarious. More hilarious than it's real. Yeah. Man was caught spiking his female date's drinks with Viagra to make sure they don't get boners because you never know anymore these days.
Yeah. Guy's an innovator.
It's just outside the box thinking. What can you say? A hero?
Well, he's just a pioneer, I say.
A pioneer?
Yeah, I'd say pioneer, not a hero. I mean,
well, you don't think pioneers are heroes?
They could be.
Like, who's a pioneer in something that you would say is not a hero?
I'm not answering that question. Hitler was a pioneer.
Was he?
Who's
claimed he was a pioneer?
He was a revolutionary, wasn't he?
No.
He's getting shit done.
No,
I mean,
he did get
he
stuff
stole
done.
a bunch of shit.
He did get stuff done.
Wait, so he was stealing a bunch of technology and shit, not creating a bunch of stuff. He didn't have a scientist and all that kind of stuff.
I mean,
come on now.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So not all pioneers. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think you're stretching.
Good. Yeah, yours looks like a normal little bug. I think. Yeah, I've had this from Nada, right?
Nada, yeah,
Nada. I looked at that. I actually try to buy. I don't. We're not derailing, but anyways, this story. Yeah, no, this guy. I think that's the number one thing when I talk to guys who are about to be single. And also with my kids as well, like they talk about shit like that. And they make jokes and whatever, and it's like, but it's a serious thing that's in the back of their head.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, yeah, you can tell, when you're out or dating somebody or you're going out on a date or whatever, you can see. But due to some documentary footage and some deep, some in-depth videography that I've checked out, sometimes you can't tell.
I know you've done some extensive research on like youporn.com and you're like, whoa, you're just completely caught off guard.
Couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it. But yeah, sometimes you can't tell.
Remember when Gil, we were at the den? He goes, oh man.
And then he went up to go sing some. What was he singing?
I was like, Gil, that's a dude. He's like, what? No, it's not. I go, that's a dude, man. Yeah, don't worry about it.
He went up, started singing like some Ted Nugent or something like that.
Yeah, he was having a good time. He's having. I mean, at that point, he's had enough. So it's like, okay, well, let's just take care of our friend or whatever. So, and every time he walked around, I go, hey, how's that hot wife of yours? That's what I always like. I think that's what we're doing for Henson too. He was like, he talking to somebody, goes, is that your hot wife back there? Tell her I said hi.
That was last week on the show.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that's in their head, that they think about it, like, because it's like, I think down here, it's I would like to think that everybody's kind of upfront about things, because you hear about crazy shit that happens in like other parts of America.
But you got some of these people that they don't, by not disclosing it, they don't think they're doing anything wrong because
they had it. Remember, there's a big old problem. I don't know, not a big problem, but if you ever watch like First 48 or something like that or whatever, and it was like, this person find out something towards the end of the night and then was like, yeah, the other person went missing. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of those episodes were like about that.
Right.
Like, yeah, buddy. I mean, you might want to just let somebody know what's up. You know, everybody's on level, same playing field type thing. But yeah, holy shit. But yeah, this guy, he's like, I'm gonna fucking eliminate that right now. And it's not even the fucking day rate job, it's a fucking Viagra. And you had a couple chicks
just staring at the pants.
You had a couple chicks that were in there like, that's all good and well, but for someone's blood pressure or heart or whatever, I'm like, okay,
that's true.
I was like,
that's a valid point.
Oh, Lizzie's in the house. Hey, Lizzie.
What's up, Lizzie?
We're talking about giving boners to trans people to test if they got a wiener or not.
I don't know that's.
Is that not what you were saying? That's exactly what this whole story's about.
We're giving them.
We're not giving them to him. It's this one dude was.
No, he was just he's hopefully not giving anybody a boner. He's just giving them a Viagra.
Yeah.
To make sure they don't get a boner.
Same thing.
So
same damn thing.
If everything's on the up and up, he's not giving anybody a boner.
Exactly.
Yeah. Except for himself, maybe.
Yeah, he puts one in the
roofie all the drinks.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game. So he's like, boom, boom. There was something that was like, you see that little umbrella thing that the chicks have that goes over their drink that their straw pops through? You ever seen that shit?
I mean, I've seen like umbrellas and fruity drinks.
No. Well,
on the beach.
Don't think of it. Think of it as a lid. See that lid right there?
Yeah.
It's on your drink.
Yeah.
But it's something they can pull out of their pocket and it just puts
cover their drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is cool, I guess. But because I mean, Jesus Christ, people are weird. Not that's weird, but the other thing, like people drugging people, like, oh my God.
Can you 3D print one for me and I'll start using it when I go out the bars?
It's like a fabric thing. You can be that guy though. She's like, yeah, I'm just covered.
I just want to be safe.
Just want to be safe.
I don't want to get roofied. Because I swear to God, I've been roofied before.
It was like
when we've been out. That night we went to Bombshells. I swear to God, I got roofied.
Ain't nobody roofing your ass.
Someone roofied me.
Probably yourself. You're like, yeah, we're gonna have a mystery.
It was probably you.
We're having a mystery.
I drank the wrong drink. I roofied everyone's drinks but mine. I grabbed the wrong one.
Grab my drink.
Roofied myself.
Not even fucking shocked. Not even shocked. Jesus. Hey, did you watch Andor? No major spoilers, but have you completed Andor?
Yes.
What'd you think of the story?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
I enjoyed it. I know you weren't a big fan of the ending, but
I thought it was stupid.
Well, here's the thing: you're not
unnecessary.
You're not getting any sort of conclusion with it. I think
I was fine with her just running off and dying. I was fine with that. Like I was seriously was. I go, cool, she's gone, and all of a sudden there she. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, wax my balls and call me Alan. What's up, boys? Mr. Horny Gnome himself.
What's up, bud?
Shane is in the house, brother. Hope everything's going good. I know you've been going through it here lately, brother. I hope we're doing good, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I know you started another job here recently.
Yeah, you got a promotion.
I don't know if it's the same company or anything like that, but
went to another job for a promotion, I think.
Yeah,
I caught a couple of his dart streams or whatever on TikTok, so I pop in, but it's right around the time where I go to bed.
Right.
So I'm like laying in bed. I'm like, let me get there, and so he's out there chunking darts and whatever, and I really love his setup. And I was like, hey man, because I want to get back and throwing darts a little bit, just something in the garage, a little toss. I'm not gonna stream or something like that, but I like it because it keeps track of I hate counting and all that other shit.
Right.
So if it keeps track of it, but the other cool thing was he's got a TV above it.
Yep.
And it's wired up, so he's playing against other people from around the world.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's so freaking cool. Because I hate interacting with people like in real life. But like on the web,
on the internet, it doesn't count.
Yeah,
it's not real people.
Exactly.
I assume I'm talking to AI with everybody I talk to online.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, this is awesome. And so I was like, hey man, let me know about it. So he sent me. He told me what it was. So I screen grabbed it and I wrote it down. I think I screenshot it and then he's telling me verbally. So I was like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and plug that in. And so once I get everybody out of my goddamn house, I'm gonna start upgrading around here, or I'm just gonna disappear forever.
Okay.
It's one of the two. Hey, there we go. A little Carter action across the plate.
Young and Carter.
I thought he was throwing the double bird.
That was cooler if he was.
I thought he was throwing the double bird. But yeah, no, I actually really enjoyed this season. There was a couple scenes I was like, this is completely stupid, unnecessary, and extremely long. And it's she's partying at that one, and she's like,
Mom, yeah, just
she just
wants to dance.
I'm like, no one cares. Let's move it along.
She said the ship's turning the right way. The new job is amazing. It's good to hear, man. It's good to hear.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed it. You had a couple episodes that were like that locked you in, that were like kind of like emotional and stuff like that as they're getting into some things.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with, here's what I like about it is it's you want to join my group of Fortnite streamers, it's called THF.
I already closed it down. That group don't even exist no more. There's another group that's like they say they are, but they ain't.
Yeah. I think their name is TNF. Team No Fun. But I like that it's a Star Wars story, that it doesn't deal with like the Jedis, right? You're dealing with the rebellion, the birth of the rebellion. There's
those guys are real whiny.
I mean,
God almighty. I'm not even on the rebellion side. And I wasn't on it before. I sure as shit ain't on it now. I'm like, I'm for it.
And then you're getting,
the older I get, I'm more on
you're seeing a lot of the losses that people are having to deal with, what's going through it, and like a lot of stuff that Andor had to do. We know they.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Andor, and I like that they gave the whole story or whatever, because when you watch Rogue One, you're like, this guy's a dirtbag, and that's how they portray him early on in the season 1. You know what I mean? You're like, Jesus, this guy's a piece of shit. And then eventually,
Skeleton Crew was good, Shane.
You start. I didn't watch it.
It was good.
And so as you're watching the show, and it just kind of keeps progressing. I love season 1. I thought it was great.
Season 1 was phenomenal.
It ended great. It was wild as shit. And then season 2, it's very minor complaints.
I liked you got 3 episodes a week.
Yeah.
And in between, this 3 episodes were during a certain period of time. And the next 3 episodes was always a year later. And so you're covering 4 years of
this should be nerd time. Stuff, man. I can't believe you didn't want to do it. Dude, I cannot believe. I was so every week I was depressed. Just be like, this piece of shit doesn't want to talk about Andor.
I love it. I love K2SO. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I want more of him for sure. Which we're not going to get.
I mean, right? He's a short period of time. Yeah.
All right. But there's also like, there's as you're going through, and not spoiling, but there's like a part where like Andor's helping someone escape.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great fucking scene.
That episode's awesome.
It was
right.
Amazing.
I love that. But
that's last week's episode. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, last week's episode.
Yeah, but I still don't want to. Just in case,
no.
Right?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're wondering about it,
catch.
Yeah.
The second part of that escape, getting the Yavin in Rebels. There's an episode of Rebels that has that. So it's, I don't know. I just really enjoy what we've gotten here lately from Star Wars. I really enjoyed Skeleton Crew. They had the animated shorts that just came out for Star Wars, for Star Wars Day that came out, the Tales of the Underworld. And you've got a set that deals with Asajj Ventress, which is really good. And then you've got like 4 episodes that deal with Cad Bane, like early Cad Bane, of him becoming.
They kind of wasted him in Book of Boba. I went back and watched Book of Boba. I rewatched Mandalorian.
Well, he's not dead. Like, he's not.
Yeah, but yeah, I really did enjoy it.
I mean, to really get Cad Bane, you need to go back and watch the animated stuff.
Yeah,
Clone Wars. Yeah. He's in some Rebels. He's in a lot of that.
He's been around.
But he's an awesome character. I absolutely love Cad Bane. I think he's a really, really good character. And getting to see him early on was really cool. And then the Ventress stuff is really cool because it's Ventress after her split from the Sith.
The Sith?
Yeah.
She was she was in the Fortnite event going on right now. They're about to release something else. So they had a couple previews or something like that. I was like, I know that chick from something.
Yeah.
And so it's from that.
Yeah, because you kind of see her turnaround story arc a little bit in Bad Batch.
Yeah.
She's in the last season of Bad Batch, a little bit of a turnaround story on her there. You pick up more of it with that Tales of the Underworld that came out. But I really enjoy the Star Wars stuff that's been coming out. I'm looking forward to stuff that's coming out in the future. Like, I'm looking forward to the Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, they announced
Jedi Starfighter. Series.
Yeah, Starfighter.
Like, I see Ryan Gosling and I see someone who's Jedi, a pilot, whatever it is, right? I see that with him. I'm excited.
Did they say he's going to be a Jedi? I think he's just going to be a star pilot.
You don't really know. I mean,
I think he's just going to be a starfighter. I mean,
it's called like Jedi Starfighter, right?
Yeah.
But is he?
That's the name of it? I thought it was called Starfighter.
Maybe it's just Starfighter. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just, But no matter what, like if I'm seeing him as a Jedi or if I'm just seeing him as a starfighter, I'm in either way.
I think they know.
Right?
I think they know the kind of like, if you touch on, the Jedi thing, but I think it's more about like the whole universe, the encompassing universe and seeing all the different angles like we had with Andor. There was no Jedi in Andor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had Luke show up in Mandalorian, but other than that, it was nothing else. And it was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, Ahsoka shows up a little bit in there.
Yeah, Ahsoka's there. And then, of course,
I enjoyed Ahsoka
was
season
it Jar
1.
Jar? He showed up to get Grogu out.
Yeah, but not Jar Jar, but the actor, right?
Yeah, the actor.
You give him a nice little.
I was telling Lizzie about him. She goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, you used to get death
That's the
threats
guy.
and shit."
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "What?" I go, "Yeah, people are fucking nuts.
People hated him.
Well, people are crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, I get it, but
I don't get that.
I don't know, man.
Oh, buddy, Cassiano's deep. Oh no! Oh,
6-2.
6-3.
Was it 2 run?
There's a guy.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
So, but yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I do recommend it. It's one of those where I'm like, yeah, go check it out. And the release was really cool, like you said, 3 episodes, and then a year down the road. 3 episodes, year down the road, and then it bumps up right against Rogue One. So I've just hit next, and it was like, screw it. So I was like, all right, cool.
First Gosling, and then Jason Momoa. What about Jason Momoa?
I don't know about anything about that. I don't know.
I could
him as Chewbacca or something like that. No,
I would like to see like Momoa as more of a pirate, or like a bounty hunter in Star Wars. Not a Jedi, like a Cad Bane type thing, or you've got the. I'm drawing a blank on the pirate's name that was big with Clone Wars and all that.
Well, because they had him in Mandalorian too. I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but
I mean, you have a computer, but that's cool.
I could. But then I got to lift my hands up with my phone. Still feel like a Jar Jar Sith storyline would be cool. No, 100%. I think that would be awesome.
So that's your phone now.
Yeah.
Hondu Anaka.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Hondo. Yeah.
Hondo. Yeah.
Hondo. Yeah. He was really cool. Maybe they should do a what if style show.
Dude, I really did enjoy the what if when we watched it through Marvel. I really enjoyed also give me some more Dooku. I really enjoyed the was it Tales of the Jedi? Was that part of that?
They had Tales of the Jedi and they had Tales of the Sith.
Tales of the Jedi, because he was still walking around. I don't think he was a master at that point. I think he was a Padawan, but he was still like a Jedi Knight at that point.
I'll tell you. So I enjoyed the Star Wars what if, but what I really, when they first announced it,
the Japanese one I really liked.
I really wanted a Marvel what if where it was.
I know you enjoyed pie there, TJ. Welcome in, TJ.
I really do enjoy pie.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Cheers. Yeah. You guys get that WM podcast going? No, it's coming.
I created it. Wine Mile, I'm glad you're here. Alan asked about it. He goes, hey, did he reach out to us? I'm like, no. I think we told him twice that we're going to reach out to him. And I think the next 2 weeks we're going to be here. This week, obviously, we're here, and next week he'll probably be here again. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going to have to be a weekend or a Wednesday where he's at his house and I'm at my house. So then we can get a bottle of wine. You can have that bottle of wine. I'll have the same one. So we need to coordinate a little bit because we definitely we definitely want you to be on here. But yeah, I created with
preseason going on and stuff. It's coming. It's coming.
I created the podcast that exists. It's called the WNBA podcast. It's already available on.
All right,
but it's on Spreaker. But we haven't released anything.
All right, it's coming. It's coming. There's rumors about a Mace Windu series. Like Samuel Jackson, he wants to do it.
Yeah, he wants to.
So they just
I think an animated one would be cool.
Yeah,
but
it's also like he didn't die, and it's him in hiding and things like that.
He got chunked out a window and stopped himself from falling.
Well, he's a Jedi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
that's what happened, right?
And he's gonna be all scarred and everything. So he got zapped with the Force lightning and all that. But yeah, I know. I'll 100%. Yeah, I'll 100%. I'm all in on that for sure.
So yeah, Mile. Yeah. So yeah, we were talking about before we started recording tonight for the beer reviews and things like that. So it's on our mind. But yeah, we got to figure out what we're gonna do the next couple of weeks, and then we'll figure it out and get after it. Have some wine and see what's up.
Yeah. I was looking at the wine aisle the other day when I was at the store, and I was like, man.
And perusing.
Are we going to get the Martha Stewart 14 Crimes, or are we getting the Snoop 14 Crime? Which one are we doing? I don't know. Snoop,
right? I mean,
I don't know.
Well, I'll have to listen to the expert. The expert will let us know. You know what I mean? Give me some, you know what? And it's got to be something out of Walmart or, whatever. So
Wieners and beers, astronauts.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, that's yes.
The entire time I do the WA podcast, my wiener will be out. You won't be able to see it because it's audio, but just know.
It used to be able to see
Just
it on
know.
OnlyFans, but we don't do that anymore. OnlyFans.
Bryson's back. Welcome back, Bryson.
What's up, Bryson? How you doing, bud?
Yeah. So let's talk. I'm seeing baseball over here.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we got to talk about baseball.
We got to,
because
your friend,
my boy Pete,
your close pal.
Stay hard.
Yeah.
He's looking down on us right now.
Yeah.
He is no longer banned from baseball. Well, yeah, but he's not. Baseball's lifted the lifetime ban of him, Shoeless Joe Jackson, and some other people that have been banned.
So when you die, the ban gets lifted, which is completely fucking stupid.
Well, okay, it's just baseball. That's still a thing. It is, but now Pete can get in the Hall of Fame.
So right? I'm glad he can get in. I think it's really shitty, and it's
it sucks that it's after the fact.
I
think
this whole thing, this movement, this amendment, I find it to be complete bullshit. And if I was a family member of someone that was like, okay, it's been lifted, we're going to enter them, go fuck yourself. How about that?
But they're not.
They should,
because I mean
all his shit is all over the hall anyway.
But here's
the back cleats, all that. I mean, it's all Pete Rose all over the place. They got Charlie Hustle I almost wore my damn Reds jersey tonight because I was like, I know you're going to talk about it. I was like, oh, get the damn mine's Johnny Bench jersey though.
Okay. Love how they wait till the dude is dead to lift it. Don't even let the dude enjoy it while he's still among us.
Exactly.
But but here's my thing, and here's why, like, especially like the family of Pete, I can speak on this because I haven't heard anything that Shoeless Joe has said lately or before he passed.
Yeah.
But before Pete passed, he was still petitioning to get that ban lifted, to try and get in the Hall of Fame. And it's something that he really wanted. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now, if he was out there before he died saying, you know what, I don't care if you ever lift the ban. Even if you do lift the ban, I don't want to be part of the Hall of Fame. I think that's different. Right. Yeah. But he was always vocally for trying to get the ban lifted and trying to be part of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So because of that, yes, the family's not going to say, go F yourself. Right. Thank you for this honor. We wish our dad would. They'll pop off some comments saying, we wish our dad would have been alive for this. Right.
They better.
But besides that, I did get a kick out of. And this is another guy that we absolutely love here on the podcast. We talk about all the time, and we know he's being blackballed by baseball. Trevor Bauer,
yeah,
a guy that's dominating. Again, it's Mexican League, but still he's dominating.
Yeah,
would make it. I would take him on the Tigers.
Yeah,
I think he's a great pitcher still. And he tweeted after this ban was lifted, he goes, so since Pete is welcome back now, does that go for everyone who's been blackballed? Or do you actually have to be guilty of something to qualify for that? Taking a shot at MLB,
absolutely.
Right? The fact that this guy he's gone through the ringer
over all this bullshit from some
everything's been proven to all be false. Everything was Is he guilty of liking a little freaky and stuff like that? Okay, yes, but you had some girl trying to take advantage of him, trying to.
Same shit happened to Michael Irvin or some shit, and they were like, all of a sudden they showed the video, like, that's it, that's the interaction. They walked like their separate ways. I'm like, okay.
Put Mickey Telton in the Hall of Fame. I'm in. I just had a game of baseball. There we go.
Nice.
There you go, Bryson.
We used to play softball on Wednesdays. Now we do this.
Yeah,
it's good. My shoulder hurts, my hip hurts.
It's just everything. You bumped into a wall and you threw your hip out. I remember when I threw my back out, bending over to pick up a shoe. Like
getting old sucks.
Just so old. So old.
Hey, you're right though. The actually it does look good. Like the everything. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Look at that.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I put the other light on. I put a couple.
That light does nothing.
A little ambiance. You know what I'm saying?
That light did nothing.
If you want to come over next week, you can come over next week.
Okay.
Or you can stay at your house and shut the fuck up. It's whatever you want.
Well, I mean, if I stay in my house, I still got to talk because we're doing a podcast.
I'll have you on mute. You're not gonna know.
We'll know. We'll know. Bryson is baseball. I am a baseball.
Oh,
there we go.
There you go.
And
I was like, I remember when I lived for baseball. What are you looking at?
I'm just you.
I remember
While you talk.
I remember when I lived for baseball. Like I woke up
He's a pitcher.
just
There we
thinking,
go.
nice. Yeah, I started off as was it shortstop, and then center field, and then I decided I want to be a catcher, and I just love catching.
Okay.
Been a catcher since I was like 8 or 9 years old. Love it. You play Little League?
I played 1 year.
That's it? I mean, I can tell, but I'm just asking.
I played 1 year, and I got hit at least once every game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got beaned all the time.
I always got. There were some games. There was a few games.
You got a lot of meat on you.
I came up the bat 3 times, got plunked 3 times. I mean,
you know what?
My on base percentage
you got that
was
face.
insane.
You got a face for it too. I bet they just plunked the shit out of
I
you.
got plunked every game, and it was just, I was like, this isn't fun. Like I didn't enjoy it. Even like there was these two brothers.
Wait, were they brothers or are they brothers?
Both. That they were growing up, they were the best athletes in our school,
in your town,
in our area.
Yeah,
they were great. I think one was 1 year, they were a year apart from each other.
Yeah.
And it was like the talk was always like, oh man, they're gonna be professional athletes. You know, that was they were always good.
The shit out of you.
and one of the brothers was a pitcher, and he was a great pitcher. He even plunked me. Like I don't think I saw him hit anybody else. It's like the entire league was in on it. Like
I think that you underestimate how annoying you are.
I
think it takes a special kind of person to deal with your shit.
Back then, I was a quiet kid.
Are you sure?
I promise.
So then they're just plunking the quiet kid.
Just plunking the quiet.
I can't imagine you ever being just a guy that just shut up.
I moved around a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I was always the new kid.
Yeah.
And so I was always just.
You weren't just razzing
quiet.
Kids.
No.
You walk in the classroom and start making fun of everybody.
No,
hey, they've got a new student here. Let me go. And you look nice shorts, asshole.
No, and matter of fact, like we talked about, like bring bullying back, right? I got bullied a lot, and like especially like when I moved here from Michigan.
Yeah.
Nice. And when I moved here, I was in middle school when I was in Michigan, because that was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
Okay.
And then I moved here in 9th through 12th grade as high school.
Yeah.
So I went from being, top of everything, right, to being bottom rung. And I was only here for probably about the last like 3 months of the school year.
Yeah.
And I have, back then I wore athletic. I wore, t-shirts and short, and I always wore Detroit, Michigan, things like that.
So you came down here just like a prick. You're like you're visiting. You're here checking on another.
And so I remember like I never did.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember like some of my first days of class. I'm there in class, and I'm wearing like a Detroit Tigers shirt or a Detroit Lions or Michigan Wolverines, and kids coming up to me going, "Why don't you go back up north, you damn Yankee?" And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty much how it was. Yeah.
And they're all, all the South, blah, blah, blah. And I remember one time, like I got sick of it one day, and I just looked at this kid, and I was like, and I went to Richland, and our mascot was the Richland Rebels.
Yeah, the Rebels.
And we had a Confederate flag was our school flag, and the school mascot was Johnny Reb. Like I went to like the worst possible school as being someone from the north, right?
It's the only one that's down here that's like that too.
Like,
yeah, because
but it's not anymore. Now they're the Richland Royals. It's all changed.
Yeah,
now.
It was wild as shit.
But it was and I'm sitting there and I'm just like,
I'm gonna drink.
And he's got on like a Confederate flag shirt.
Oh my god!
Because it's just
a
different time. Right?
I saw a dude. I was heading home today from work, and some prick on a Harley had the two flags. Like he had a $50,000 motorcycle, and he's driving it. He's got one American flag and a rebel flag. I go, Jesus Christ! I get used to that shit in Tennessee. You
want some pumpkin ale?
No, I'm gonna get something else. I'll get something else.
Another one in here.
All right.
Let's see what we got.
But when I saw it, I was like, Jesus Christ! Nah, I'm saving that one. Yeah, I'm saving that one. What else in there?
You know what? Delicious. Yeah. The Alaskan.
No. Go all the way to the back on the top shelf. All the way in the top shelf. All the way in the back.
Oh, there we go. It was hiding.
You ever had one of those?
Green apple White Claw?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I have.
They're brand new.
Oh, okay. Then no.
I'm going to give you a little taste. Knock this back real quick. It just I'm going to give you a touch.
Well, this is.
Have you had a You remember Jolly Ranchers when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Tastes just like a Jolly Rancher.
Dude,
I'm just going to give you a touch.
Okay. I don't know why.
I'm not breaking out the whiskey. That's not happening. That's only once a month. And the last 2 times we've done it, I have been called to bed. My wife's coming in the room. She goes, "Baby, it's time to go to bed." Okay. And I went to bed. And the last time I was pissed on the side of the house, on the side of the room.
How bad?
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Anyway, so this kid, he's popping off, telling me I need to go back up north, you damn Yankee.
Yeah.
I was called a carpetbagger. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, whatever.
You didn't know what that
and I looked at the kid. This was the last time he ever said anything to me. I go, "Hey, who won the war, you idiot?" And he looked at me like, "Yeah."
The weird thing is, I don't consider Texas part of the South. I've never considered it part of the South because I grew up in the South. I'm from actually the neutral area, right? But I've lived in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. I've been rolled through the South.
You've been through some
Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi. And it's it's what.
Oh, Bryson struck out 3 people today. Good job,
Homer. Buddy. Little Adola's hitting a little Jimmy Jack. Nice, good job there, Bryce. Yeah, cheers to you, bud. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little white girl wasted here. Yeah, this is the tits. I'm telling you right now.
That's pretty good. This is a groovy, juicy IPA.
Green Apple White Claw, dude. I'm clearing the fridge out. There's other beers. The other beers in there are going to do reviews because I've held on to them for that other one I bought for that Oklahoma one. I was going to get the Texas version too. And I was going to do it for Texas OU weekend. And I just,
so now you got to wait till next year.
I got to wait till next year.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, no, it's really good. You should try it, you prick. But yeah, I don't consider Texas part of the South. I actually, I the one thing I like about Texas is that it's extremely diverse, but also Texas has been Texas.
Yeah.
Texas has been owned by the Spaniards. Texas has been owned by Mexico. Texas has been owned by the U.S. Texas, whatever, or not owned. Let's say part of, right? So they've been a part of part of Mexico, part of the French, part of, all this kind of shit. I'm like, dude, it's like this part of the U.S. We've been governed and part of so many different countries and all this kind of shit. I'm like, but never the Confederate. So I don't ever when I'm here now.
Tell that to people here.
Well, no one's ever done it. Now I know I understand people that do. They still like the rebel flag to them is not what you think it is.
It's history. It's heritage.
It's just heritage. It's more pride. It's more about being a rebel, right? Like, and just as dumb as it might sound, it's probably just like the Star Wars rebel. It's just a fantasy. It's not around. It doesn't exist. And yeah, obviously the North won, but it's like that shit or whatever. But they're not, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But I ended up.
I just can't take. When I see it, I'm like, I cringe every time I see it. I'm like, ooh. Tennessee, I let it slide. Alabama, I let it slide.
I had a couple of buddies that we were part of we're the Northern group, right?
It tastes just like I'm telling you right now, TJ. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, you eat key lime stuff.
Yeah, like this thing is it tastes like
which key lime is the worst flavor of White Claw, right? They have a white Claw flavor like that. No, I thought they did.
Nuts.
I thought it tastes like poop.
Look, we're losing views like crazy because we were rolling on X. We had them up to 40.
I think we're doing great.
But then all of a sudden we started talking about.
No, I had a group of some Northern buddies. I had a buddy from Pennsylvania and a buddy from Illinois that we just kind of formed our own little group, and that's the same group of guys that we went to the ICP concert.
Oh, nice!
Out at Deep Ellum. Did you hear about the song about the hooker? Absolute banger.
All right. And this week's dad joke is brought to you by JB Carts. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram.
Sight for sore eyes every time. We owe Billy Joe something.
Did you check the voicemail?
No.
He called us.
We talked to him. We had him on the show.
Yeah. I think we called him back. Twice. We kept calling him and shit. Like, because we were drunk, we just keep
twice.
Calling.
Well, I think the second time we weren't sure that it was really Billy Joe.
I mean, do you want to play the random voicemail we got from some random number?
We can't hear it. So
well, I have my headphones.
Yeah.
You should probably bring yours when you come over to the house.
Yeah, well, I didn't. So
what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Are you listening to the stream?
I mean, I'm not listening to it, but
I could turn it.
We'll listen to it later. We'll do something later.
Maybe it'll Patreon or something like that.
But we owe him some. I can't remember. Billy Joe, what were we supposed to mail you? We're supposed to mail him something.
$500 and a hooker.
Can't mail hookers.
$500 and a blow up doll. I can't remember.
I mean, we can mail blow up dolls. That can happen.
Yeah, we can probably have that handled. But you want a whole one, or you just want the bottom half, or you want the top half?
Or
They got those other things, or just a head. It's just giving
just
her the O face.
Just a hand.
Just a random
elbow up. Takes giving yourself the stranger to a whole new level.
There you go. Don't worry about it. No. I mean, if you make me go back and listen to, I was so embarrassed. Lizzie's like, "Hey, did you delete that already?" I'm like laying in bed on my side. I'm still dead. I'm like, I'm dying, slowly dying.
Yeah.
She goes, "Listen." I go, "No, why would I listen to it? I don't ever want to. I know we had already gone too far." And she goes, "Yeah, you guys were idiots for like the last 30 minminutes. But I also got a text message from old school saying, "Hey, can I get a copy of the last hour and a half?" Because I was already on it. I was like, I'm deleting shit, and that's the whole thing. You catch us on wild nights, and I'll wake up first thing in the morning. I'll start deleting shit, but I've got it on YouTube because you can just unpublish it.
Yeah,
Facebook, X, Twitch, or whatever. It's all been deleted. So I was like, she goes, you gotta. She wasn't like beating me down with it. She was just telling me what's kind of happened. And so I'm listening. I'm sitting there listening to her. Snowman's in the house.
Snowman's in the house. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
How you feel? 49ers going to win any games this year? Now the schedule's out.
I love that schedule release. Hey, hit us up if you want us on. We'll talk Bengals and Lions with you. Go down the sketty. Okay. Alan already said it's 17-0 Detroit, so I don't know.
Yeah, 18-0 counting the bye week.
Yeah.
Why does the sperm bank pay more than the blood bank? Because the sperm is handcrafted. Yeah. Yes. Love it, Billy Joe. God. Love it.
Well, yeah. So the last whatever it was, we're starting to play all of Peasy's promos and shit like that.
Yeah, I saw because I went back because I was like,
if you got it before I did, you had a chance to check it out. Yeah.
Because I woke up.
Yeah.
And was like, I don't remember ending the show. Like, I don't remember. And
Lizzie had to be like, hey, this thing's still on. Do you want me to end it? I go, what?
And then I went back and I looked and I saw we were on for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Henson lost connection.
Mm-hmm.
And just decided he's like, I'm gonna go watch the Stars game.
Watch Stars. Go Stars. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just I remember watching some of the Stars game. I remember talking to Liz for a few minutes, and then I wake up and I'm like,
what happened?
I just got nothing.
Yeah.
Just a whole and like apparently not only that I told her I was like, hey, because she was taking the kid to school the next morning.
Like, we're gonna get married tomorrow.
No. She was taking the kid to school the next morning, and I said, hey, here's my debit card. I need you to go to Fuzzy's and get us breakfast tacos and get me a Dr. Pepper.
Man, plain Jane breakfast tacos from Fuzzy's, huh?
Yeah. And so I had some bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast tacos that I didn't eat for breakfast because my stomach was I just felt like crap. And so you guys were out of it. We were, it happens.
I appreciate all the love and support we get from everybody too.
Like I told Henson, if you want the ultimate, you got to pay the ultimate price. And that we did.
We definitely did. Let me go back. What day was it? I gotta.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah, no, but
a week ago.
Wait, hold on. What day are we on?
It would have been the 7th.
What
right?
is today? 7th,
14th, right?
The 7th. So I called Busby and I called Orlando, Florida 4 times.
That'd be Billy Joe.
I called David Sprague.
Okay.
I called let me see what time we called Old School. Did he answer the phone? Did Old School answer the phone? I don't
remember.
That was at 9:37 because everything was done by 10 something. Because we had already,
because we started at 7.
Yeah, we got too hopped up on Grandpa's all cough medicine. Whew. And yeah. And you know what? I think it's okay to have a little bit of fun. We were at the house. Nothing. All we did was just get up and walk to our beds.
Right.
And
now you had a much shorter walk than I did.
But yeah.
I had to walk across the hall.
She's like, at least she didn't fight me on it. I go, oh yeah, and she goes, yeah. She goes, hey babe, it's time to go to bed. Okay. I just kind of fucking walked up bed.
I did.
Woke up, my contacts were still in. I go, I did wake up like this. I was like, oh God.
You texted me and you're like, what the happened?
I started looking around and I was like, shit, I can still see. I go, oh my God, my contacts are still in. Yeah, I text you and I end up only making it a half a day. I go, I got to get out of here. Plus my hip was hurting. I was like, I got to go to bed.
I texted you, holy F, we done? Let's fucking go.
You sent me 5 text messages. You were ready
Want
to
to
keep
drink
going.
something outside the
Oh,
game?
God.
Let's fucking go. Let's get 4 fucked up. To which you texted me the next morning, what the hell happened last night? And then I sent the gif of the little cute blonde girl going, oh.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's
woke up with shorts on and contacts in. Said, better than waking up pissing on the floor.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
You got to put things into perspective.
Oh, God. Oh, God. But yeah, it just, you think about that kind of stuff. And at the time, you're like, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Whatever. What the hell? What the hell?
At the time, I'm like, dude, let's go.
Well, no, as you're drinking, fine. But as you're hungover the next day, you're like, oh my God, what am I doing? And then a week later, you're sitting there like, can we not just have fun anymore?
No.
But it stings for like another day. And it was fun. And it stung for a day. And I laid in bed for half a day. I got up for a half a day, went to bed the other half. By the end of the night, I was sitting there, I was hanging out here. I cracked the claw. I was like, what y'all doing? And sometimes the hangovers sting harder than they definitely sting harder than they do.
I will say I did not, as opposed to last Whiskey Wednesday, I did not throw up this Whiskey Wednesday. I kept it all down this time.
I couldn't keep anything down.
I kept it all down. Now, like I said, when I woke up, I was not feeling good, and I did not eat. I got breakfast tacos, but I didn't eat them till like 2:00.
I didn't fight it. I was like, you know what? I don't feel good. Let me go ahead and take care of this. And then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose for like 3 hours. I was like, this is not going to work. And so then Lizzie was starting getting worried of like, you got to eat or drink something. I go, I have already ate and drank something, and something's wrong. But I was like, you know what? We're going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. This ain't salmonella. This is a whiskey problem. And so, yeah, it just, and you think about it and you're like, every so often you got to cut one loose and just enjoy yourself and have fun. And, yeah, it's embarrassing. That's why the video is not out there anymore.
Right.
But we all had a good time. It's not like we were sitting there fighting or bitching and arguing with people. And we weren't arguing with people online. We were just having a good time. We were cutting loose. So, and it's like, I'm fine with that. I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But
the video you can't see. That's why you always got to join the live stream, especially on Whiskey Wednesday, and hold on.
That's it.
Yep. Because shit's gonna get out of control. All right. What else we got to talk about tonight? We already talked Andor. We've talked MLB, NBA. Any on the NFL schedule? Now we did talk a lot about the NFL schedule on
SP Fantasy Football.
So if you want to
hear that, go tune into that. How about that?
They finally released. You know what? I got something for you.
Okay.
I got something for you.
Bring up whatever you got to bring up.
Because we're going to talk Dallas Cowboys schedule.
Oh, we did not talk about that.
Nope. So I'm going to pull that up. Go outside. Hey, there's a camera out there, so I aim away from that camera. It's in the top left corner. All right. So coming up here in a minute, after Alan gets back in here, we're going to rapid fire the Dallas Cowboys 2025 schedule. We already know they pre-released the 3 major games. I think they're going to be, is it Christmas? No, hold on. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I feel like there's another game. You already knew about the opening day game. You already knew about, so Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure they're going to play the Chiefs. And then on Christmas, they're going to play, is it the Lions? How about them Royals? Chuck McDonald in the house. We got killer clowns up in this mother. We're about to have Alan join us again. He's out there just relieving himself real quick. Billy Joe, how's those Royals doing? And are you excited about the schedule for the Chiefs? Old School was talking about coming down here for the Chiefs game against Dallas because that's where we're at, obviously. I didn't realize this is going to be on Thanksgiving. Can I be persuaded to not go to do Thanksgiving dinner and possibly go there? I don't know. 1-7. Y'all are 7 out of the last 8. See, I would know that if Alan still did the SB Fantasy Football, recap. I think I would know that. But yeah, the apparently the Royals are on a roll.
Yeah, they're pretty good at baseball.
All right, let me get the schedule's already released. It's already on the internet, but I want the actual one from NFL Network. Let me see if I can get it real quick because I like that. I like that one a lot. No, I don't want that. All right, screw it. All right, you ready? Screw it. We're going to do rapid fire. I think we got a couple minutes left, and then we're going to knock back these beers and then talk about one other thing before we go. Okay. And we do have some Patreon videos we got to record. We got new members in the free section or
Oh,
whatever
yeah?
that we haven't like shouted out here recently.
Okay.
So we've been kind of lax when it comes to that, but we got to get back on track. All right. September 4th, which I'm pretty sure is the Thursday night game. It might be a Thursday night.
It's a Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night. At prime time, Cowboys are in Philly.
Yep.
What do you got?
Oh, Philly.
Giants come to Dallas to take on the Cowboys September 14th. That is going to be the following Sunday at noon.
Yeah, Cowboys will win that one.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
Cowboys heading to Chicago to take on the Bears. A little afternoon delight.
Bears are awful.
All right. Packers, Cowboys in Dallas, Sunday Night Football.
They always manage to lose that game against the Packers.
All right. Following week, October 5th, Cowboys heading to New Jersey to take on those Jets. Noon game. A little bit of a party. See what happens.
I mean,
little tickle. They got a super easy schedule this year. Like it's so incredible.
I guess I'll take the Cowboys there, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Jets win.
So you taking Cowboys to win?
Yeah, we'll take the Cowboys to win that one.
Then they're heading to Carolina to take on those Panthers. Noon game.
They should win that one.
Then they're hosting the Commanders.
They're losing.
Commanders going to beat them? All right.
Yeah.
Then they got to head to Denver to take on those Broncos. A little afternoon delight.
The Broncos.
All right. Then you got a prime time, 7:15, November 3rd. The Cardinals come to town to take on the Cowboys.
I'll take the Cowboys there.
All right. You got to go to Vegas this is a primetime game as well. November 17th at 7:15 p.m. Taking on those Las Vegas Raiders.
Give me the Raiders there.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's testy. I like it. Eagles then come to Dallas November 23rd. Is that no, that's not it's the week before Thanksgiving. It's an afternoon game.
They're losing the Eagles again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you got the Chiefs coming here on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they're going to lose that.
Oh, my God. So I assume you have the next game as a loss as well. Yeah. December 4th, prime time against the Lions in Detroit, Motown.
Yeah, they're losing that.
Oh, boy. Hosting the Vikings a week later. Actually, they got 2 weeks up. They got the bye week, and then they come back. And I'm pretty sure this is a Monday night game. 7:20. Is it Vikings Sunday night?
Sunday night.
Sunday night, 7:20.
Give me the Cowboys there.
All right. Then hosting one of your favorite teams, the Chargers in Arlington, noon. Let's go.
December Chargers.
Ooh. Commanders going to Washington on December 25th, Christmas, the day of birth of your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Commanders.
Oh no! So the Commanders are sweeping the Cowboys this year. Oh God! Finish things off with the Giants like they always do.
Giants.
All right, there you go.
So I got them at 7-10.
I think I had 9.
I guess
9 losses.
You missed one. Commanders.
Okay.
Chargers.
Yeah, that's fine, dude.
Lions.
So you're
hold
saying
on. Chiefs.
No.
Eagles. Raiders. That's 6. Broncos 7. Commanders 8. Packers 9. And Eagles 10.
So they're not going to hit 500 this year.
No, they suck.
I love it. We got to knock these things back. We got about 13.
Else,
we got about 13 minutes left. So yeah, we'll talk about something else. Oh my God. I mean, that's a bold prediction.
Is it?
I mean, I would say so. I think this team, God, they can always.
They don't have a run game.
Well, I will say this: they're back to being the third best team in the league or their division, right? Philly's obviously the Kings. Washington, I just like Washington.
Yeah,
and they've been playing great. So I think that leaves Dallas.
They're coached.
Yeah, I think it leaves them in the third. Yeah. So you got them splitting with the Giants.
No, they swept the Giants.
Swept Giants.
Yeah.
Getting swept by Washington.
Yeah.
Getting swept by Philly.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. What's the last thing we got to talk about?
I don't know. You told me we have one more thing to talk about.
I think I was just lying.
I don't know, man.
I think it was just that. No, that's it. I'm all done.
You don't have anything else?
No. Is there something that I told you that we were talking about?
I don't think
I feel like you're jerking me around.
No, I'm not.
All right, you ready to go?
My hands are above the table. I ain't jerking nothing. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think.
Nope, that's it. All right. So we've knocked out some early beer reviews. Go check them out. By the time this releases, one will be on Thursday, the other will be on Friday. We only got 2 in this past time. Actually, did we get 3? We did get 3.
No, 2.
Oh, just two?
That Kolsch, that's what you had before.
Both from Keyworth Brewing. Another cool, just real quick, we'll talk about it a little bit here. Really cool brewery. I finally got my ass out there to check it out. I was just like, I haven't been out there, and I kind of felt bad about it. I'm like, I keep going out there, and I'll go to Fallside or I'll go to
Turning Point.
And I used to love going out to Brutal. I was like, I just haven't been out to Keyworth for some weird reason, and it's right in the middle of all those. And so popped in there, had a couple beers. Really cool place, real chill. Like I was telling Alan, they have like I don't know, 6, 7, maybe 8 of those arcade one-up things out there, some vintage games and whatnot. But they're all part of that, right? You'll have Mrs. Pac-Man, but it's an arcade one-up thing, right? And so they had a couple of those, just real chill. And I really liked it because it was just, we got to sit there and just have a beer. No crazy music blaring over the top. There wasn't trivia or whatever. Now, I know on certain days
they do have trivia night out there.
Yeah, just most places. Most places have trivia night on Wednesdays or something. You'll have some other things going on. I did notice they had like a little pop-up market.
Like that was last Saturday.
Yeah, last week.
That's the one I messaged Lizzie about.
Yep. And so had a lot of fun. It's a really cool place, and the beers aren't crazy. I mean, I think they're like $7 a pour.
I got,
which is kind of what it is.
For $25.
Oh, to go.
Tall boys, yeah, to go.
And you can get to-go beers out there by the 4-pack, and also if guy says you can rip up singles if you want to get a single to go, and that's what I had. I grabbed a single, try to do the live thing, but had internet problems or whatever. But you brought over a couple,
yeah,
and so we knocked out it's That's Just Nuts, and then Luminous Beings.
Yep.
So go check them out if you're in the area. They're not like overly packed, but they got a good crowd.
Yeah.
Real chill. Love it a lot.
This weekend is also the 5-year anniversary for False Idol. This Saturday
I saw something pop up.
Is their anniversary party this weekend. I still think they still have general admission tickets sold for sale. VIP passes are sold out for that. But yeah,
I haven't had to pay to go anywhere in a long time. Oh, I just went to Beers and Big D. Voodoo Brewing now holding court in Castle Hills. Holy crap. Is that for real? That's just right down the street.
Never heard of Castle Hill. Sounds fake.
Man. The latest in the series of Voodoo branded franchise tap rooms just landed in North Texas. VoodooBrewing.com or Voodoo Brewing Company. Castle Hills is now open at 4400 State Highway 1. I'm going to go there then, I guess, tomorrow.
All right.
Dude. They used to have, there was a place that was out there a couple years, tap something. Went out there. It was a little craft beer because they have their own community. Like Castle Hills is their own little world. They have like own restaurants and everything in there. And they had a little tap room. It was like in the little Four Corners area or whatever. Nobody in there. Lizzie and I go rolling in. I mean, they got all kinds of games and all this kind of crap going on. And pretty good beer too. TKO. That was the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the name of it. And it was years ago. But yeah, now that Voodoo Ranger's out there. Well, it just says Voodoo. It says Voodoo Brewing. Click on this, see what's up. Hey, see this? Check it out. Yeah. Cool. Can I zoom in on this damn thing? I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, so I'm gonna head out there and go check that out because it's right down the street from here. So the Realm at Castle Hills. Okay, well shoot. I was gonna see what events going on because if you're in the Metroplex and you're always wondering what events coming up this week, next week, or whatever, beerandbigd.com. So you head anywhere this weekend?
Cedar Hill for a tournament.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Bringing it bone back to sports.
Well, I mean, you asked.
I know.
So
that's what I'm saying.
There we go. But yeah, no, I got a tournament out Cedar Hill. We got a tournament in a couple weeks out at near Possum Kingdom Lake.
Nice. PK, a little PK action.
Yeah, this place called Rockerbie Ranch.
Nice.
They've got like lazy river around the ball fields and all kinds of stuff.
There you go.
Cool little thing. We're gonna stay out there for the tournament. Starts on like Thursday through Sunday. We're gonna go out there Wednesday and then head back on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, 903 has their 12th anniversary or 12th celebration.
Nice.
And a car show. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Anniversary bass at 11 a.m. Glass giveaways.
When is that?
I assume this weekend because it's there. Why didn't they put a date on that? That's weird. But yeah. False Idol has Wolf Stock.
Yep.
Is that their anniversary thing?
Yeah, that's their anniversary.
Oh, so it's called Wolf Stock?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, their pre-anniversary tap room release, Groovy Saison. Yeah, that's going on 11 a.m. Saturday.
Nice.
Holy crap! All right. I mean, you're getting to the season. You're getting to the part of the year where it's like, running 5Ks,
Yeah.
drinking beer, bullshit, and having fun, anniversaries and all that kind of stuff. And hell, Tubbs has a local vendor thing going on. There's a lot. I need to get out to Rollertown. You been to Rollertown?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's up in Salina. It's a little bit further.
Yeah.
Salina wasn't the way Salina is now. Back when I was in high school, I had a buddy leave the colony and he moved up to Salina. So I'd go up there every other week, every third week, and go hang out with him. And it wasn't nothing out there. Just nothing but farms and shit. Like hell, one time I was having my way up there and the train, you got to pass train tracks to get into the town. Well, the train comes to stop and he blocks the road and he gets out. And he gets like a cup of coffee and some other bullshit from the little shop right there, right next to it. I swear to God. So you're just sitting there. If you don't have a truck, can't get around him. Of course, I had a Honda Accord. I can't get around shit. I'm sitting there the whole time. You know what I mean?
Really go over a speed bump.
Hey, Petticoat's got a candle making workshop coming up this weekend too. Dude, there's so much cool shit to do in the Metroplex.
There's a lot.
There's so many breweries, so definitely check out. It's beerinbigd.com. Let's get out of here, Alan.
Go check it out. But hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. We love you. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD.